We have seen in the first Java program that the main method is the entry point for the JVM and that the JVM invokes this method before creating object of the class in which this method is defined. So what makes this possible? If you recall, it was the static keyword. In this module, we will take a closer look at this keyword. The objective of this module is to take a closer look at the static keyword, to understand where it can be applied, how an instance variable compares with a static variable, and in what scenarios is the static useful. With static, members of a class, like the instance variables and the methods, can be accessed without requiring their object's reference. That is, the members are not dependent on the object to be created. To create a static member, precede its declaration with the keyword static. Variables, methods, and blocks can be declared as static. In the rectangle class, the instance variables, length and breadth, and the methods are specific to each object and need an object reference to access them, as shown below. So we create an instance of rectangle using the parameterized constructor and pass the length and breadth arguments. To access the length and the breadth instance variables, we need the object reference. Similarly, we need the object reference to invoke the perimeter method. But what happens if we mark these as static? Let's see next. In the same rectangle class, now the length and the breadth are no more instance variables. They are marked as static and will be treated as class level variables. Similarly, the methods, perimeter and area are marked static. Now, since these members are marked static, they are independent of an object. In other words, they are not related to a specific object and can be accessed without any object reference as shown below. So the name of the class rectangle followed by the dot operator followed by the name of the static variable can be used and value can be assigned. Similarly, the perimeter and area methods can be accessed using the name of the class. Static variables are class level variables. They can be treated as global variables, like all instances of the class will share the same static variable. Let's see this with an example. So in this program, a count of the number of objects created is maintained. So every time an object of the class is created, the count is incremented. All the objects refer to the same count variable, which is created when the class is first loaded. Below is the code which illustrates this. We have a class counter demo with the main method. There are 3 instances of counter created. And if you see the output of this program, for every object created, the count is incremented. So the first time the count value is 1. On the second object creation, the count value is incremented to 2. On the third object creation, the count value is incremented to 3. As we have seen in the first Java program that the main method was declared static so that the JVM need not create an object and the main method can be directly called. But there are some restrictions that apply on static methods. That is, the static methods can access only static variables. So in this program, length is defined as an instance variable. When we try to use the length in a static method, we get the error says cannot make a static reference to a non-static field length. The static methods also cannot refer to this or super in any way. So in this program, when this is used in static main method, it results in the below error. Exception in thread main, unresolved compilation problem, cannot use this in a static context. The reason being static is at the class level and this refers to a specific instance. Like variables and methods, static can be applied to blocks as well. So a static block is used to initialize static variables as shown in this program. In this program, num1 and num2 are static variables. Num2 is not assigned any value when declared. Num2 is assigned a value in the static block. A static block gets executed exactly once when the class is first loaded. So there could be a scenario where you have a static variable declared, but the value is dependent on some logic, and the logic needs to be executed when the class is first loaded. So in that case, we can have a static block and implement the logic and then assign the value of the static variable declared. To summarize, we have learned that a static member of a class is a class level member, not instance level. Hence, no object reference is required to access a static member. A variable, method, or block can be declared as static. A static member is the first to be initialized or executed when the class is loaded.